That's what I said. They think they made it for a deterrent. All right, to basically keep the nations at bay and keep them in order. But it wasn't by coincidence you made all these nuclear missiles.
Yeah.
They're going to be used for a purpose.
Yep. Go ahead.
The Smith.
To blow up the coal?
Blow up the coal.
Isaiah 54 and 16.
Yep.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 9, verse 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations...
Wait a minute, hell? The wicked shall be turned into hell?
What?
I thought hell was underground.
God.
I thought hell was somewhere where this big ass nigga with a pitchfork and horns and red, with a tail. You know? It says the nation shall be turned into hell. That's talking about fire, man.
That's right.
All right, to the grave.
You see
Gehenna. When you go into hell, it goes back to the word Gehenna, man, which is a pit.
Yep.
All right, where you burn. You know, it's a grave site.
That's right.
So this place is gonna be turned into a big grave site, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
God, Psalm 9 and 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget the Most High.
All the nations that forget the Most High. So
They forgot about Al-Shadia.
Khan.
Hey, because the world knew who that power was that delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt, man.
That's right.
And that's why everybody was, look, all the nations once upon a time feared the Lord, man.
That's right.
They feared the name of the Lord because he's seen the great deliverance that took place in Egypt.
Yep.
Okay? So on our way to the kingdom, the Lord is going to put that fear back into him, just like as we went into the promised land.
That's right.
When we went into the promised land, the first Exodus, the nations feared.
Yep.
Okay, us entering into the promised land. The Lord is about to put that fear back on them as we get to the kingdom, man.
Khan.
And Shalakia, what you just mentioned in the book of Joshua when
Rahab, yep.
mentioned that.
Yep.
And she
Get
was
that.
like,
Get the story.
she
Get
ain't
the
want no
story.
smoke.
Yeah, get the story. It's in the beginning. It's in the beginning of what?
God has done to the nations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the beginning of Joshua, right?
Yeah.
Get that. Get
Just
the
real
story.
quick. This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
See, though, so that's finna be a thing in the earth again.
That's right.
The Lord delivered the Israelites once again.
Khan.
Now out of a way more worse situation than before.
His name will ring in the earth again, man.
All right. Then that fear of the Israelites in our power is gonna be on all-time high now, man.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's why Esau did his best to get us to go off.
To try to yeah.
So we won't turn.
So we won't fear that name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So we won't.
Hey, get Judah.
Deceive the very elect.
Khan. Like we're coming out of the Feast of Unleavened Bread now, right? And like you said, like Esau wanted to get Jake to go off. You wouldn't believe how many foods got yeast in it, yeast extract, flour, wheat.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Like
pissed off because
it's yeast and leaven in the air.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Yeah.
You know, well, this whole place is fucking leaven. This whole mindset of Babylon is leaven, man. That's why we have to spiritually purge ourselves. But it's ironic that we're put in leaven, so to speak.
Yeah.
We're in leaven.
Yep.
You know Esau, Edom. They favorite bowl is a dinner roll, goddamn. When you go to these Edomite restaurants, they put that dinner roll on the plate on the table. You know, Issachar put the nachos, the chips, the salsa. You go to Esau shit, they give you that leaven, they give you that bread, butter.
The sweet butter, it's been sweet butter. Yeah.
So we in fucking leaven right now, man. You know, but go ahead.
It says, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out from the land of the north, and from the lands whither he had driven them.
See, where he have driven us, what on the four corners of the earth. Okay, and primarily we're bulked up here in Babylon, man. Where that great deliverance is gonna be. Okay. Because the deliverance is gonna be here. Now the other nations, I mean the other brothers and sisters and families and they're going to be recovered from the reconnaissance mission throughout the four winds of the earth. But here is where that fire is going to be.
That's right.
You know?
It says, And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
See, we going back to Jerusalem, man.
That's right.
We going back to our homeland. All right? But in the process of that, the nations is going to know. They're going to know that was Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Once again.
That's right.
Okay? That's why everybody's going to be fucking wailing.
That's right. Yeah. So they all shall well because of him.
All right, you got it. Whoever got something next.
Hey, Book of Joshua 2, and I'm gonna start at 9. It's saying, and she said unto the men, I know that the Lord hath given you the land.
Read into it. I'll read into the story.
Come. This is
144.
This is back in Joshua 2:1. It's saying Joshua the son of Nun sent out of Shittim 2 men to spy secretly, saying, go view the land, even Jericho. And they went and came into a harlot's house named Rahab.
Now Jericho was the entrance to Israel. Jericho was their beginning, like the threshing door to Israel. So they had to go spy that entrance gate out first. You know?
Palm trees. They have palm trees, palm seed. Yep.
It says, and it came into the harlot house named Rahab, and lodged there. And it was told the king of Jericho, saying, behold, there came men in hither tonight of the children of Israel to search out the country.
See, they was fearful.
They knew, yeah.
He said, oh shit, they done made it to us? Now you not think about it, you done heard what happened. So now whispers is coming around, oh shit, the children of Israel's on its way towards this way, you know? Go ahead.
And it was told the king of Jericho, saying, behold, there come men in hither tonight of the children of Israel to search out the country.
See?
And the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, bring forth the men that are come to thee, which are entered into thine house. For they came to search out all the country. And the woman took the 2 men and hid them, and said thus, there came men unto me, but I wist not whence there were. And it came to pass about the time of
She said, shit, I don't know where they went. Shit, I don't know. Cause she heard of that fame. She heard of what happened.
Yeah.
And she feared. That's why she's mentioned in Hebrews. It says, and she's mentioned in Hebrews 11 by her faith. You know what she did. Go ahead.
It says, and it came to pass about the time of shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the men went out. Whether the men went, I wot not. Pursue after them quickly, for ye shall overtake them. But she had brought them up to the roof of the house.
See?
And hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof. And the men pursued after them the way to Jordan unto the fords. And as soon as they which pursued after them were going out, they shut the gate. And she said unto the men, I know that the Lord hath given you the land.
See?
And that your terror is fallen upon us.
Woo.
God damn. That's why I wanted to read, but you wanted to read the whole story.
Yeah. No, you all good.
Yeah.
Get that whole thing.
Yeah.
So thy terrors have fallen upon thee. So they understand the terror of the Lord, man. Like,
But she knew. She said, I know it's time for us to go.
Yeah.
But check what she say after that.
It said, and she said unto the men, know that the Lord hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us. And that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you.
Because of the Israelites. The world is gonna know who the Israelites is once again, man.
That's right.
Okay? Keep it going.
For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water.
They got them whispering stories that like Chinese whispering.
For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when ye came out of Egypt.
See?
And what ye did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites, God damn.
So it's been talk about them. It's been talk about us.
Yeah.
We had to have
That's why
witnesses
you
on the
mentioned
outskirts.
that.
Like people witnessing certain
Hell
events.
yeah.
And you know what this proves?
Especially with Joshua. It was taken down.
This proves that our power was alive. Our power has power. Yahweh has power that other idols ain't had. They're like, hold on.
Yep.
Our idols can't do this shit.
Yep. Yep.
It says, and what ye did unto the two kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og.
So they knew what happened on the other side of Jordan. They've been getting them that word of the Israelites has been ringing. You know what just happened? You know?
Whom ye utterly destroyed. And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt. That was scared as hell when they heard the story.
That's why when every eye shall see him, they shall be in terrible fear. Because their hearts is gonna melt once again.
That's right. It said, neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. God damn.
See? Fear, man. That fear of the Lord and his chosen is gonna come back, man. See, we're not feared. We're talked about, we're ridiculed, we're hated. You know? The nation can do whatever the hell they want with us. They say whatever the hell they want to us. They didn't talk. Ishmael wasn't talking shit like he talked shit behind that counter at that damn corner store.
Yeah.
When they damn hurry up and buy ass chinks with the slanty eyes. You know?
They know they couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, they knew they couldn't say nothing, man. That's finna come back.
Right.
Go ahead.
And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt. Neither did there remain any more courage in a man, any man slack.
See, their courage failed.
Because of you. For the Lord, your power, Yahweh, your power, he is the most high in heaven above and in earth beneath.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew our power was a supreme being.
Yeah.
Now, therefore, I pray you swear unto me by the Lord Yahweh, since I have shewed you kindness, that ye will also shew kindness unto my father's house.
See?
And give me a true token.
See?
A sign.
Pass it. Pass over her, man. Pass over that lady. And she was written. That's why she's written in the Hebrews.
Yep.
She was written before that for that faith deed, you know, that act. You know? Go ahead.
This is Judith. Are you still going?
No, that's it. That should be it. Yeah, that's the point.
This is Judith chapter 5, verse 20.
Read into
Verse
it.
17. It says, and whilst they sin not. Yep,
No, read a little bit more. You gotta go up a little bit more. When he first stood up and began to break it all the way down.
Here we go. This is Judith chapter 5, verse 11. It says, therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt suddenly with them.
Read up a little bit more. Get the whole history out of there. Because they know our records.
Here we go. This is Judith chapter 5, verse 5. It says, then said Achor, the captain of all the sons of Ammon, let my lord now hear a word from thy mouth of thy servant, and I will declare unto thee the truth concerning this people.
The truth concerning this people. Go ahead.
Which dwelleth near thee, and inhabiteth the hill countries, and there shall no lie come out of the mouth of thy servant.
Yeah, because what was happening was they seen that the Israelites had pitched tent close to their region.
Okay.
So they're like, basically, who the hell is these people? Because we finna go fuck their ass up. And he said, let me tell you who these people is first, before you make that move.
Right.
This was a council. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and no lie come out of the mouth of thy servant. This people are descended of the Chaldeans, and they sojourn heretofore in Mesopotamia.
Now that's going into who? Abraham.
Yep.
Okay? Because Abraham was in Ur of the Chaldeans.
Because they would not follow the gods of their fathers, which were in the land of the Chaldea. For they left the way of their ancestors and worshipped the power of heaven, the power whom they knew. So they cast them out from the face of their gods, and they fled into Mesopotamia, and sojourned there many days. Then their power commanded them to depart from the place where they sojourned, and to go into the land of Canaan.
Mesopotamia is now Iraq.
It says, where they dwelt and were increased with gold and silver and with very much cattle. But when a famine covered all the land of Canaan, they went down into Egypt.
Yeah.
And sojourned there.
Now this is the history of Moses and, Salakia. Before that, Joseph. Okay? Joseph. Now there's intertwining stories within this, but he's giving a synopsis, a summary of us. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, while they were nourished and became there a great multitude.
Yeah, that's Exodus 1. Okay? Because Pharaoh what happened was, just to get a story, Joseph was sold to Egypt under his brothers for envy. All right, and the Lord was with Joseph. Then Joseph became who the world knows as Imhotep, which he actually established Egypt. Okay, and then the king of Egypt at that time was having dreams, and the only one who could interpret it was Joseph. 7 years of famine and 7 years of plenteous. Okay, and he broke that dream down to him. Okay, and then that's how he got the royalties and got on top.
Yeah, he made governor of Egypt.
Yep. So
he stored all that the agriculture.
Yeah, he stored it all up for 7 years so they could prepare for the famine. Now, what was happening when the famine had hit? You had Jacob and the rest of his brothers. They were left without, and until he found his brothers again and all of that, and then they came into Egypt, man. Go ahead, and here we is, Exodus 1. Go ahead.
It says,
and they was placed in the land of Goshen.
It says, therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly with them, and brought them low with laboring in brick, and made them slaves.
And it's talking about when we was taken into captivity under the Egyptians. Go ahead.
Then they cried unto their power, and he smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plagues.
Moses and what had happened. Go ahead.
So the Egyptians cast him out of their sight. And the Most High dried the Red Sea before them.
Yep. Is that not what Ra'ab was just mentioning? So there go to history. Go ahead.
And the Most High dried the Red Sea before them, and brought them to Mount Sinai, and Kadesh Barn, and cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness.
Yep.
So they dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and they destroyed by their strength all them that of Esbon.
And Ra'ab mentioned that.
And passing over Jordan, they possessed all the hill country. And they cast forth before them the Canaanite, the Perizzite, the Jebusite, the Shechemite, and the Girgasite.
What's that? Deuteronomy 7.
And they dwelt in the country many days. And whilst they sinned not before their power, they prospered.
Yep.
Because the power that hateth iniquity was with them.
Now read that part again.
Verse 17. Judah 5:17 says, and whilst they sinned not before their power, they prospered.
See, when we wasn't sinning, we prospered. Okay? And that's the reason why we're in this position that we're in today. Because we sinned against the Heavenly Father. We broke the law, statutes, commandments. Okay? But if we come back, we're gonna prosper. Go ahead.
Because the Most High that hateth iniquity was with them.
Yep.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles.
Yep.
Very sore. And were led captives into the land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies.
Yep.
But now are they returned to their power, and are come up from the places where they were scattered.
Yep.
And have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is.
Yeah. When we under King David.
And are seated in the hill country. For
with the nations, first thing they would do, they would sack our temples. They would get rid of the temples. Because they know that's our power base.
Because the temples is where we sacrifice that.
Exactly.
See, then you're right.
And now we can't sacrifice to the Lord.
But that's why we are the temple.
Exactly.
That's the third.
He made it easy for us.
You can't go into that temple. You can't go into this temple and sacrifice the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, because he gave us that comforter. You see? So you can't sacrifice this no more.
Right.
How you doing?
It says, for it was desolate. It says, now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power.
So they knew. They was like, okay, they had that understanding. If these niggas are eating pork, if these niggas over there worshiping calves and defiling the Lord, the law of the Lord, being homosexuals, hey, we've been keeping that record that the Lord jacks their ass up.
I got a precept for you too.
Go ahead.
This is Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
They search out iniquities. They go and see what laws we're not supposed to do.
Yep.
And they gonna put that shit in our fucking face.
Yep.
That's the craftiness of this devil, man.
It says both the inward thought of every one of them And the heart is deep.
See, and the heart is deep. How can we get them to go off so we can take on, so we can get that birthright back? It's deeper than what you think.
Exactly.
All right. Esau, that's speaking on Esau though.
Okay. Oh, well, let me go up a few verses. This Psalms 64:1. It says, a Psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Yep.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, that's talking about Esau, the insurrections of the workers of iniquity, man, which is known as the Illuminati, those light bearers, man, those that hold the records, those that hold the history and know the understandings of how this world even came about.
Yep.
That's why they call them the Illuminati, those that can see in the dark.
So they know full well who we are.
They know full fucking well who we are, who they are, who the other nations are. The other nations said that we don't want to be called goddamn Persians no more. We want to be called Iranians.
In 1930.
So they know who the fuck they are. So if they know who they are and they got their history, how much more everybody else in the world, man?
Well, that's why they have
And we the only
Church.
ones that
And we the only ones that don't know.
Right.
Yep.
And they have all of our icons and all of our ancient scrolls and everything vacuum sealed.
Yep.
You know?
No, they put it in Good Times. JJ said, if anybody was lost, we are it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they,
It's like shit.
yeah, kind of. They trying to get us to look bad in front of the Heavenly Father. So and then
Yeah.
they pray to the same God.
Yep.
And they pray to the same God and say, look at your children.
God.
Hoping that he would be like so disgusted,
Yep.
you know?
And at the same time, plotting to take us out.
Because if he would have raised us up and we would have got the temples and this and the third, they'll ransack it again so we can't sacrifice and ask for forgiveness. So what the Lord did, I'm gonna one up you motherfuckers.
Yep.
I'm gonna make them the temple and put the spirit on them.
God.
So it ain't no place where you can go and destroy.
God.
Go ahead. That's why they trying to jab all of us.
We just read that in 1 Corinthians 3rd chapter.
Yeah, they trying to destroy the temple.
This Jeremiah 17:4 is saying, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
Yep.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Yep. But
And forever
we're
meaning-
back now.
Yeah.
We're back now.
Yeah,
So
because that forever just meaning a certain
yeah, a certain
still
period of
a
time.
certain period of time.
That's exactly what the governor is talking about at core in this verse.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Habakkuk 2:15, really quick.
Yep. You got it.
It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest them drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Yep.
And that's what Esau did.
See?
They did that. They put that philosophy, gave us his philosophy, you know, because now we're around here being homosexuals like he is.
Yeah.
Being perverse like he is.
Yep.
Now they looking upon us and basically they smile.
That's that
You know?
nakedness.
Yep.
Well, see, that's what the fuck the serpent did to Eve, man. Because when she bit of that fruit, all right, or took that fruit from that tree, which was philosophy, it said they became naked.
Right.
Okay, they became naked, meaning without the Most High, without the Lord.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, you mentioned that in your lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This is back in Judas chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, if they sin against their power, let us consider that this should be their ruin.
Yeah.
That's the opportunity.
God.
This is their ruin when they
That's
go
right.
off, when they sin against their God. So what? We just read 64 and 6 Psalms. They search out iniquities. They do a diligent search.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every one of their heart is deep. It's deep. So they're thinking of ways, like you said, putting leaven in almost everything.
Yeah.
We got pork products and all the different foods.
Yeah.
Got leaven in the air. You know.
Get them the signs. Huh?
You breathing. You know. You breathing the abominable works, man. You got it.
Real quick. Lamentations chapter 3 verse 15. It says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. they, you know, we got an edge over them.
That's why we got, for the vocab alone.
Yep.
We want you niggas to be Christians.
Yep.
So you really don't come up under the real covenant. But the elect will. Ain't nothing you can do against the elect.
Because they can't do nothing against that temple.
That's right.
That temple is a powerful defense against them. That third temple is a very strong defense against Esau, man. Okay, because he don't even know what block is what. He don't know who is who. So now he's gonna go all out like a madman, all right, trying to destroy the whole nation once again. And he's gonna try to implement it through the jab. In Vermont, they said come April 12th, if you from 16 to fucking 50, from 16 to 50, you free to get the goddamn vaccination, man.
Yeah, you don't need parental consent.
Yeah, and then on top of that, what they say, he said that you white people, y'all ain't gotta get it.
Yeah. They said, yep, it's all minorities.
He said all people of color in Vermont. He said all people of color.
Oh, I went back on that article when about in Massachusetts, they're giving them shorter sentences for taking the vaccine.
See, shorter sentences to get jabbed up, to get chemicaled up, to get poisoned.
Yep.
I got a precept.
All of them got jabbed. Go ahead.
Zechariah 11:5.
That's why when you said it, she said, "Oh boy." Go ahead.
Zechariah 11:5. It says, "Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty."
And hold themselves not guilty, man.
And they that sell.
Here it is. You didn't stab the man. All right. You threw away the knife, but nigga, you still got the blood on your fucking hands, man. You still got the blood on your fingertips. Go ahead.
I think blood is cranberry juice.
No, you take the black light and you
Right, the black light.
Hey, well, that's the Lord. That's the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord.
that light.
Hey, well, he says in the eyes of men. One only fears the eyes of men, but don't know that the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
That's right.
All right, so it's back in Zechariah 11:5. It says, "Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, Yahweh. For I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not."
See, so they're they thank the Lord for our downfall, man.
Yep.
You know, because when you go back into Lamentations 3, which I'm gonna read in a second, Lord willing, it tells you that they clap their hands, man. You know, and they say the Lord has done that which He's devised. So they know. Oh, well, they going off. Oh, well, let's make them go off more. Oh shit, we're actually able to fight them now. We're able to keep their minds docile now. We're able to just corrupt their bodies. We're able to corrupt their mind, their culture, their whole beings.
And why do you think it's so easy for the devil to lie to you? All right.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's so easy for them to lie to you?
We don't have because we didn't have the Spirit of the Lord.
You know, and on top of that, they have to lie because what it's a life or death situation for these. This for him, this is more than life or death. This is life for their whole nation.
Yep.
This is
So
it.
you think they gonna lie to you with a smile on their face? What the fuck, man? They gonna do all they have to.
That's right. By any means necessary.
So hey, we gonna say, hey, yeah, take the jab and it's good for you and it, you know, it's healthy, whatever the case may be.
Go ahead.
Yep, this is back in Lamentation 3:16. It says
We still got to finish that Judith too.
Count, I still got it right here.
Yep.
It says, all thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we looked for. We have found it. We have seen it. The Lord has done that which He had devised.
So think about what 1492 when Columbus sailed the ocean. But he was salivating at the mouth when he seen that, man.
Yeah. Second Ezra.
You think that his spirit didn't say that? Conquer, we got him.
Yep.
We got him. Look at it. You can just imagine it. They heart dropping because all of the resources. And then they see all these women. They see all these children, and then they see all these men, these docile men. Look how friendly they are. This is easy, and they did it with ease.
They make the perfect slave.
So you can't tell me that their spirit wasn't saying that.
In that book, the book that came out about Chris Cologne,
Yeah,
talk about how easy it was, we could overtake them.
Yep. He said they give you the shirts off of their back. Yeah, it'll be easy to bend into our will.
Yep. Go ahead.
The Lord hath done what he devised. He hath fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and hath not pity. He hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He hath set up the horn of thy adversaries. You know, and he set up the other nations as power over us, man.
That's right.
You know, because we went off. And that's why Esau and other nations keep a reign over us today, because they keep us going off.
Yep. But that's finna change.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of the topic. All that's finna change.
That's right.
You know? We know why they did it, because they knew if we had that name and we had that power behind us as a shield, the nations can't fuck with us.
That's right.
Yeah, because
Now look.
that's the Lord warned us that if we go off, the Lord's going to send them evil nations on us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they got them records, man.
Yep.
Who got something? You, Judith. Who you was reading, Judith?
Said Hosea 1 and 10.
Hosea 1 and 10, real quick.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea,
Yep.
which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power.
And that's talking about here, because in every
Empire.
captivity we knew who we were.
Yeah.
Every empire we knew who we were. Okay, so this is the only place where we didn't know who we were. All right. Even throughout the abomination, desolation in the Greek Empire, we had Israelites who knew who we were, who kept up the temple, okay, who transitioned into the Roman Empire. We knew, okay?
That's right.
Except for now. Flip that back over, the 12 tribe chart. Yep.
No, I flipped it up.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Judith.
This is back in Judah chapter 5, verse 20. It says, Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Right.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Yep.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them.
And that's what's finna happen. We're about to be defended. See, they have that understanding that if we go off, yeah, it's time to all rain hell. But see, now the elect has risen up. Okay, the elect has put themselves as a stamp on this place, the men of the Lord, and that's what their fear is. Okay, so that's why when you go into Ecclesiasticus, if I'm not mistaken, no, Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, they said let his words be true. You know, let's see if the Lord's gonna defend them, because now he's finna try to test the men of the Lord. He's finna go try to test the sayings of the Lord. All right? Go ahead.
This is Luke 18 and 7. It says, And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them?
Keep on post, out. Stop being distracted by this weak-ass shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read.
It says Luke 18 and 7, And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? Nevertheless, it's like it says, I will tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth? You know, and that answer is yes. You know, and that faith comes from the elect. So the answer to that question is hell yes, he's going to avenge his elect, man.
Yep, that's it.
Like the brother was just speaking, man.
Get Sirach 2, since you made mention of that.
God.
And you can go to, like, really just jump from verse 10. The Lord is going to defend his elect. And then Bible Kushar, Yashar, get, what is that? Jacob's trouble. No time that it wasn't ever, yeah.
12
Daniel.
No. What is that? Jeremiah 30 and 7?
30 and 7.
Get Jeremiah 30 and 7.
But the way you said there shall be no time, I think that's
Daniel 12.
That's Daniel 12, okay. But I want Jeremiah 30 and 7.
I got that on deck.
You supposed to bring that out? That was supposed to be the first
I got Sirach too. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. It says, Look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in the Lord that was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
See, who did he hate? Who did he despise? Who did he push away that called upon him? What prophet that you can get that the Lord didn't protect? Okay,
None.
when Peter went to prison, the angel came and smoked all the shackles off of him, man.
That's right.
And guided him through. It said he made to the second ward. He guided him through the whole prison, and he got let out at the in front of the prison, man. And he went out and taught.
Daniel, Meshach, Abednego, and Shadrach.
Yeah.
You know,
Paul and Silas, right? Paul and Silas.
What is it? Romans 7 that basically break down all those who have faith towards the Lord. Is it
Hebrews 11.
Hebrews 11. Hebrews 11, man.
Romans 7.
Well, you know what? Somebody get that story, Ira. The one that I was just mentioning about Peter being. If you could just put in a Google, possibly. I mean, the blue letter, second ward, or Peter, or you know, Peter was in prison.
Let me finish this real quick.
Yeah, but finish that up.
Okay. It says,
Cause brother, you gotta prepare to live.
yeah,
All right?
prepare to live.
Prepare to live, man. We're not gonna die on this side, man. You know, depending on who the Lord has being that lot. But for the most part, man, the elect is gonna be delivered, man. All right, we didn't got crucified upside down like Peter. We didn't got head tortured. You know, John the Baptist got his head chopped off, man.
Sent to the salt mines to work until we die.
You know.
Yeah, well, hey, the Lord.
Stephen was murdered. Stephen was stoned for the word. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, verse 11, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction.
See, saveth in time of affliction. When that time of affliction come, you better believe that the Lord is going to deliver his elect, his chosen, man.
That's right.
Well, what is the Lord's name?
Yahushai.
And what does it mean?
He is the deliverer.
That's it. All right? Hold real quick. Lawyer, get Ecclesiasticus. Does the Ecclesiasticus go to 46?
Yeah. 43.
It goes to what?
43.
Oh, wait, 40. It was on 51.
51.
Right. Go to 46 and 1.
I got it right here.
Go ahead. Read that. If I believe that, I believe that's what I want.
Sirach chapter 46. Yahushai the son of Nave.
Nope. What's that name right there?
Jesus.
Read it as Jesus.
Right.
Now you good because that's not Yahushua, but go ahead.
Okay, so this is the book of Sirach chapter 46 verse 1. Jesus the son of Nave was valiant in wars.
Now, if that was Yahushua, did Yahushua go to war?
Nope.
So who that speaking of?
Joshua.
What does Joshua mean? What does Joshua mean?
Yahushua, right?
No, Yahushua.
Yahushua. All right now. Deliverer. Go ahead.
And was the successor of Moses in prophecies.
That's how you know it's talking about Joshua. But his name is Yahushua. Okay? Which means deliver. Go ahead.
Who according to his name was made great for the saving of the elect of the Most High.
See? So within that name, Yahushua, that's why he got stamped Yahushua. He delivers. So through that same name on what Joshua did, the same thing that Joshua did, delivered the children of Israel into the promised land. Okay? That's what Yahushua is going to do on that second go-round. Those names exist, and it means the same thing. Yahushua. Read that again.
This is Sirach chapter 46, verse 1. Can I say Joshua?
Joshua.
Okay.
Yep.
Just say Joshua.
Sirach chapter 46, verse 1. Joshua, the son of Nave, was valiant in the wars.
Yep.
And was the successor of Moses in prophecies.
Exactly.
Who according to his name was made great for the saving of the elect of the Most High.
According to his name. Joshua's name was Yahushua. Okay? And what did he do? He saved the elect at that time. Okay? So the same thing is going to happen with that same name is going to be deliverance up under that name. And it's Yahushua this go round. That's it.
got the Acts.
Go ahead.
This is Acts chapter 16, and I'll start at verse 16. And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with the spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. The same followed Paul and us, cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High God, which show unto us the way of salvation.
You said Paul. Go. I want the story with Peter.
Oh,
That's a good one too, but I want the one with Peter. When Peter was woken up by the angel.
okay.
That's why I said go. If you can go into the blue letter and put in second ward. I can't remember where it was at.
I'll do it.
Let me think about it. Let me think. We in Acts right now.
Yeah.
We on chapter 19. I believe it's in chapter 15.
So 15?
Check chapter 15. Shamar, you want to have my scriptures right there? Right behind you. I believe it's Acts 15. With Peter. Nope, maybe a little bit more behind. Paul. It may be 12.
There we go, I got it. It's 5.
Oh shit, I'm far back.
This Acts chapter 5.
I feel like I did the lesson yesterday.
And
You said the 5th chapter?
God.
Alright, go to... No, it's not the 5th chapter. Can't be the 5th chapter.
Yeah, because in verse 19 tells you the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors.
5 and what? 19?
Mm-hmm.
That's the speaking on his name. That's
That's 5. Yeah, kind of.
No. Wait.
Yeah, because this one they told Peter not to speak no more in his name.
Go ahead and read Jeremiah 30 and 7 and break that down. And finish the Sirach. I'm gonna look for it.
Okay, good. All right, just Jeremiah 30
I'm trying to see
and 7.
something.
It says, alas, for the day is great, so none that is like it.
Yeah, so that day that's great is the day of Jacob's trouble. This is going to be a time that when you read Daniel the 12th chapter, it tells you that's going to be a time that's never before been seen on earth, man. You know, this is going to be the time where Esau, as a roaring lion, you know, coming down with his wrath, man. This is going to be a time where Jake is going to be hunted, man. Yep. But you got camps around saying that, oh, there's not going to be any Jacob's trouble. Ain't going to be no Jacob's trouble. Ain't going to be nothing negative or nothing that's going to be detrimental to your life that's going to happen to you. But the scriptures tell you different, man, because this world has to come to an end. And while this world's coming to an end, it has to be engulfed in chaos, man. And just so happens,
the Lord said He come to send fire.
God.
Well, you know
Matthew 10.
will I if it already be kindled?
God. You know, so the Lord is using Esau as that change agent. God.
It says, this back in Jeremiah 30 and 7 says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
Yep.
Now, what he says, none is like it. Hey man, it's gonna be all kind of hell breaking loose.
God.
It's 12 and 7. I knew it wasn't 5.
Oh, 12. Okay, God.
That was too early on in the chapter for that to happen. In the book.
It says, alas, for that day is great, so none that is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
So Jacob gonna go through hell, man. You so-called black sliders and Native Americans, man.
That's right.
All right? Because Esau's finna cram down on you niggas, you spicks and you wetbacks, man.
That's right.
All right? So if y'all don't get your life right, man, you through the truth, spirit power, Yahweh Shema Shai, man, Lord is going to sick Esau on you, man, which he's doing now. It's going to be more police shootings.
That's right.
It's going to be more lynchings.
That's right.
It's going to be more rapings.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a whole lot of hell breaking loose, man. All right? So Jake better get it together, man. It says, but he shall be saved out of it. Who's the he? The elect. All right?
That's right.
The elect of you so-called blacks, Latinx, and Native Americans, man. The ones that's doing the work in truth and sincerity, man. All right? That's who's going to get saved out of it, man. But, what's up, bro? But, hey, you got to keep pushing and fighting, man.
That's right.
This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. It says, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do?
Right there. Read that again.
Read it again.
Con. I'm going to start back at verse 12. It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways.
And that's most of you jakes that really don't want to put their hands in the plow. You know, you're fearful for what the devil may do unto you, man. You know, that's why a lot of people don't make it out here. That's one of the reasons. You know.
It says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not.
All right, not in this truth, man. Because you faint-minded, man. Because
That
we
means
have,
you fail. Your faculties fail you.
Yeah.
You know.
You going through that? You going through what the white man finna do to your ass? You better go through what your house shot finna do to your ass. If you don't come to this work, come to this truth and sincerity, man. Come back to this way of life, man, which is the truth, man. All right?
It's doubt.
They doubt.
Don't doubt. That's what it's saying. Don't doubt.
You encourage.
Don't doubt. Do not doubt. That's faint-hearted. You don't believe that the Lord gonna deliver you. All this fire going on, you don't believe that the Lord's gonna protect you. The scriptures is written that the elect is gonna be defended. Okay?
Right.
But if you're doubting you even being delivered, you're not gonna be delivered.
Yep.
You can't doubt it.
So we got the faith that the Lord's gonna deliver this elect, man.
You gotta really believe that you're gonna be delivered. That's why the scripture says put on as the elect. You gotta believe and walk around as you are the elect.
Yeah.
You know, humbly, but you understand what I'm saying. You gotta, walk around. Okay, yeah, the Lord is gonna protect me.
Yep.
That's the mindset you gotta come into the times that we're in.
Yeah, that confidence.
Joshua 1 and 9.
Yeah, see, that spirit. Go ahead,
This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. Have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord Yahweh is with thee wheresoever thou goest.
That's right.
You gotta understand that.
You gotta believe that.
We're gonna
That's a prayer. You gotta write that in the Hebrew.
More things that stuck like that old lady that fell, that came out of nowhere. The Lord defended us on every level. You know.
This proverb.
Hey, real quick, get the story about Peter walking on the water. Get that.
Hey, and Caleb said, "Be of good courage." Well, the Lord said, "Be of good courage."
Yeah.
And that's what the Lord wants from us. He wants us to be courageous, man. Not cowardice. You know.
Yep.
You gotta have some courage, man.
That's right.
Hey, that's what this thing calls you into do to be, man. You gotta have courage. Come step out here, man.
What the scripture say? Gird ye up your loins like gird ye up your loins like a man.
That's right.
This is Proverbs 24 and 10. It says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
That's the one I was thinking.
That's it.
Okay.
Perfect.
If
Go.
you don't have any, like you was going into, if you don't have that, if you're doubting, you know, if you're doubting, then your faith is small.
That's right.
You know.
You got it out.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide.
That's it. Beautiful. Perfect.
Good. This is back in us.
You got the story? Now I want that. Get that story. If you ain't got it, go ahead. You finish that up.
This is
Okay.
Want to start at one?
Let's get to the point where Peter began to walk on the water.
Okay.
Well, you know what?
A little bit before when they seen him walking.
When they seen that it was
They seen it was Yahushua?
Yeah. What that say? What that say? What book you in?
Matthew 14.
Because it's a good point. It's a good point out here.
Here we go. 14, 22, 24.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 14, verse 22. And straightway Yahushua constrained his disciples to get into a ship and to go before him unto the other side, while he sent the multitude away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, Yahushua went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, It is a spirit. And they cried out for fear. But straightway Yahushua spake unto them, saying, Be of good cheer. It is I.
See, they didn't even know he went out there. Remember, he was supposed to been in a boat with him sleeping.
Yeah.
So then they're like, what the hell? It's a spirit. It was the Lord. Go ahead.
He said, Be of good cheer, it is I.
Right.
Be not afraid. And Peter answered him,
Be of good courage. Good. Going back to that Joshua. Be of good cheer. All right, go ahead.
He says, Be of good cheer, it is I. Be not afraid.
Right.
Peter answered him,
Oh, no, he was sending the multitude away, and he told them to get on the ship.
Yeah.
So he wasn't in the ship, but he met them.
That's the point. The Most High is always going to be with us.
Yeah.
They didn't know that he was out there.
Yeah.
it says, and Peter answered him and said,
He could have just appeared, instant transmission on the sea.
That's what he did. That's him.
And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water.
See, if that's you, let me come up unto you. Go ahead.
And he said, Come. He said, Come on. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahushua.
This is us. This is what we're doing now. We're walking on the water to Yahushua. This is our ministry. This is what we're doing. Go ahead.
But when he saw the wind boisterous,
Temptation. Jacob's trouble. Persecution. Go ahead.
he was afraid and beginning to sink. He cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou little faith.
See, don't doubt. He was doing it. He was walking. You was doing the work. And then temptation started to come. Tribulation, all right? Jacob's trouble.
Our temptation.
Don't faint in the day of adversity.
You see how the Lord caught him?
Immediately, he called on them, Yahushua. All right, that's why no, what is that in Acts? No name under heaven. Will you be saved?
Righteous are run into and safe.
Yep.
It said, and
See how the Lord caught him though?
Mm-hmm.
The Lord caught him. Just like now, if you have to believe that the Lord gonna have your back. The Lord caught him in the water.
Because what we're doing is picking up that cross that's walking on that water. And as what happened with Yahushua, as he had that cross on him, as he was walking, and the Lord almost he needed help at the end of it. And who came? Simeon. Okay? And Simeon means what?
Shemaiah, affliction heard.
Affliction heard. Shemaiah, Simeon. So that the man Simeon came and helped Yahushua with that last piece of that the cross of that walk. That's the same thing gonna happen to us at the end.
That's weird.
Go ahead.
say, but when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately And immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand and called him, and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt?
See? No, don't doubt. Do not doubt your deliverance. Don't doubt this truth. Don't doubt walking on that water. Don't doubt when shit happens, man. We've been protected this whole fucking time since we've been doing this work. So why would the Lord just turn his back? At all these we've been speaking about, after all the persecution, the demons, the spirits, the brothers coming in, brothers leaving out, all that we've been going through, all the prophesying, uplifting his name, you've been uplifting his name since you came into the fold, and then he gonna leave you hanging? That don't make no sense, man. Jesus would do that shit. But not Yahushua. Jesus they've been calling on that nigga for forever.
Remember the kick dough? Remember they kicked the dough in and she was calling on Jesus?
Oh yeah.
He said,
The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus.
especially when you go through that
Hey, you remember the pile? Oh, yeah.
Boy, they called on Jesus today with
Strength.
pink in the face.
Hey man, especially when them demons hold you down in your sleep, you call on their ragged ass. They
Man,
gonna hold you down more. Yeah, you gonna laugh at your ass like, haha.
shake the shark your ass.
Drown your ass.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10. It's like chapter 2, verse 10. It said, look at the generations
We
of
were
old,
just reading that.
and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
See?
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did ever he despised that called upon him?
See?
The Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering.
Cool,
and
man.
very pitiful.
Compassion, mercy, long suffering, pitiful.
That don't sound like Jesus to me. Jesus said
When you have pity on your when you have pity on somebody, it's like, I help you, man.
Yeah.
When we see a bum on the street, it's just some of the certain bums
Yeah.
that you see that you got pity for.
Yeah.
See, that's the sign. That's the alarm, man. The Lord got pity for us, man. It's certain bums you see. It's some you say, I ain't giving this nigga shit. Don't come to my window. Don't bother me, nigga. I'm gonna look straight. But it's some bums that you see on the street. You're like, all right, man. I'll give you a couple of dollars. That's your how you gonna have pity on us, man. We is them bums on the street.
Right.
Hey, I got a precept.
You know what I'm saying?
Whenever y'all ready.
Come on, let's finish that up.
It says forgiveness of sin and save it in the time of affliction.
Yep, and save it in time of affliction. And that's what happened with Peter. Let's finish that story.
Come on. This is back in Matthew 14. I'm gonna start at 31 again. It said, immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand and called him, and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? And when they were come into the ship, the wind ceased. Then that they were in the ship, come and worship him, saying, Of a truth thou art the Son of the Most High.
See, they knew. Oh, you the Son of the Most High.
Truth of a truth.
You know? So take them stories, man, and really believe in them stories. Really dig deep and understand what these stories is talking about, man. All right? Go ahead.
Acts 12?
I now had a quick precept.
Yeah, come on. This is Isaiah 41 and 14. So, I'm going to go up a few verses. I'm going to go up a few more verses. Isaiah 41 and 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
And it said, be not dismayed. You know, meaning afraid.
That's right.
It says, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish.
Now the nations are through.
Thou shalt seek them and shall not find them, even them that contend with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. For I, the Lord, Yahweh, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee.
That's right.
Here's the point. Fear not, thou worm Jacob. So the Lord knows our feebleness.
If you so help us like a little Hosanna. That's what that is.
Okay. Gosh.
That's what that is in Spanish.
It says, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new, sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff.
So he gonna give us that power, and we're gonna destroy the nations, man.
That's heavy.
I got a precept.
Go ahead,
That's one of my favorite precepts.
This is Romans 8:31. What shall we say? What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us?
To be against us.
He that spared not his own son, but delivered him
Spared.
Salakia. He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all. How shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect?
You talking shit.
It is the Most High that justifies.
See? So we justified in the eyes of the world. See, the world can condemn this all they want, but they can't even touch us.
And they can't even condemn us because they don't even understand.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Balaam and Balak?
Right. Come on, man.
Build 7 altars so you curse these people. You can't curse
Well, why was they trying to do that? Because that's the time where we was leaving out of Egypt. We gotta curse these. We gotta curse these people.
the numbers.
We gotta curse them. You know. Let me go to the chapter before that. That's it. No. Hell no. Keep going. That's Romans 8. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah, that's Romans 8.
All right, come on. This back in Romans 8. And I'm going to start at 33. You say, who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifies. Who is that to condemn it?
Who can condemn us? Who can condemn the Lord's elect from doing what we're doing? Nobody. Go ahead.
Who is he that condemneth? It is Hamashiach that died, yea, rather that it's risen again. Who is even at the right hand of the Most High? Who also make an intercession for us?
See, the Lord is right there making intercession. Hey, well, that prayer, that John 17 prayer, all right? You're going to deliver them. I would not you take them out of the world, but keep them from the evil that's within the world. Okay? He's making an he's that lawyer.
And that's why it's important to do this the right way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
To say
innocent on all charges.
Yep. So what do you think he's telling them?
They innocent. They innocent.
This man has integrity. He stands up, bold, courageous. You know, he's accountable. You know, all these qualities that I have in me.
That's it.
He has in him.
That's it.
Scripture says, blessed is the man who is the Most High and does not impart iniquity.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning that they're going to have a clean slate.
Yeah.
The word imparted means blame. You know, but there will be no blame on the elect. You know.
Revelations the 14th chapter.
That's why I always go back to that example, that video when Apostle Hart said when he was on the street, he said, you know, you act like you better than me. He said, God damn right I'm better than you.
Yep.
I got some more.
Go ahead. Take that to the end of the chapter.
It say, verse 35 say, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword?
See, all these things that's gonna come up against us. That's that us walking on that water, and there go that wind, that boisterous wind, and things, and all of that. Go ahead.
As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
See, we killed all the day long.
We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all things.
See, we're counted as sheep for the slaughter. Literally.
Yeah.
That Maxine, that goes back, vaca, means cattle. You know? And with that part of that jab, man, that's what's gonna we're gonna be like herds into goddamn slaughter.
Yeah.
Because ultimately it's gonna lead up to that chip. Go ahead.
It says, nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors
Mm-hmm.
through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that
You understand that? More than conquerors.
Heirs.
More than conquerors, man. We conquered all of this through the Spirit. Through Yahushua.
But it says more than conquerors. You know what's better than conqueror? A man that it already belongs to. It's already ours.
Yep.
An heir is more than a conqueror.
It says,
God.
for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principality, nor power, no things present, nor things to come.
Where you go back. Read that slow. Read that slow.
Slide. It's back in Romans 8:38.
Right.
For I am persuaded that neither death,
He said, I'm persuaded. Fully persuaded.
Yeah.
You got to be convinced
Yeah.
that nor death, go ahead,
nor life,
nor life,
nor angels,
nor angels.
nor principality.
You can't get archangel can come down and try to tell you that this ain't what it's supposed to be like.
Like Legion. Like
Yeah, like the movie Legion. That's the first what I was thinking about. Stupid ass movie, man. Ain't no angel finna come down here and say, I got y'all. You know, follow me. Without following after Yahweh Shemel Shai. No angel, go ahead.
no principality,
No principality, no demons, no spirits that's gonna shake us up. Go ahead.
no powers,
No powers, what? The Illuminati? The gods of this world? Go ahead.
nor things present,
Mm-hmm.
nor things to come.
Nor things to come. What we facing now or what's finna happen. Go ahead.
Nor height,
Nor height.
nor death, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High.
See, nothing's supposed to separate us, man. Nothing's supposed to wither away our doubt. Because throughout the scriptures and the history of our nation alone, the Lord has always defended us. So if we doing the right thing, then we gonna be protected. But if we do the wrong thing, then the Lord gonna fuck us up. It's just that simple. That's why Moses said, who's on the Lord's side? Who's on the Lord's side? And those priests that was on the Lord's side, which we come into that standpoint, we gonna go and get the power and to slay everybody else, man. Who's not on his side. Go ahead.
This going to say, bring them hither and slay them.
Bring them hither and slay them before me.
It says, which is in Hamashiach, Yahushua, our Lord.
Yep. That's it. You got something?
Yeah, Acts 12.
Yep, Acts 12. Yeah, let's keep going on that. Is it a precept?
Yes. Well,
It's kind of lengthy?
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead and read that story then real quick.
Okay, well, this is Acts chapter 12, verse 1. It says, now about that time, Herod...
No, not 12 and 1. Jump
It's
to...
a point of 7, but I wanted to read into it.
Okay, go ahead. You got it.
It says, now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church. And he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread.
Passover.
Con.
Was they finna celebrate what? Did they celebrate? That's tomorrow.
Yep.
What?
Okay, Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
It says, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after, it says Easter, but it's Pesach. It says, to him 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Passover to bring him forth to the people. Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of
prayer,
the church.
That's right. Prayer works.
Yeah, it does.
Unto the Most High for him.
Yeah, cause the rest of the congregation knew that Peter was in prison. You know, so they was just sitting up heavy prayers for him. Go ahead.
It says, and when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains.
So he was sleeping between 2 soldiers. So he was in the middle, 2 soldiers on the right and the left of him, and he was bound with chains. Go ahead.
It says, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and the light shined in the prison. And he smote Peter on the side and raised him up,
Show ass up. Let's go.
saying, arise up quickly. and his chains fell off from his hands.
Come on, man.
And the angel said unto him, Gird thyself, and bind on thy sandals. And so he did, and he said unto him, Cast thy garment about thee, and follow me.
Let's go.
And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision.
So he thought he was dreaming. He thought that he was dreaming on what was happening. It's gonna appear like that. An angel come, let's go, we gotta move. You're gonna follow along because you got that faith and confidence, but as he was going through, he's like, damn, is this real? Go ahead.
It says, when they were past the first and second ward.
The first and second ward, so that's a prison. So how big is prisons, man? Now I'm pretty sure they bigger than what they was back then, but still, a prison is big. You gotta go through, if you're going through a first and second ward, you're going through other inmates, you're going through other guards. Go ahead.
Got different maxes.
And I think it said 4 quaternions of soldiers was around the cell. I think that's 16. So you had the other 2 that was with him, and he had 16 more. It says, verse 10, when they were past the first and second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his own accord.
See? And they opened the door. No keys.
And
they opened the door. Go ahead.
And they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angels departed from him. And when Peter was come to himself, he said, Now I know of a surety that the Lord has sent his angel.
See, I know of a surety that was an angel, man. He didn't even understand what was happening until he got out the prison. And then that's amazing. That's a miracle that was just done. You know? You going through all of this and not even knowing that this is actually happening in real life. The Lord had you going through the motion, so to speak. You was on autopilot. And then the Lord, boom, this is real. Now you out.
Like, who was in the lion's den?
Daniel.
Daniel was in the lion's den. The Lord sent that angel to him.
Which was Habakkuk. Go ahead.
And hath delivered me out of the hand of Herod, and from all the expectation of the people of the Jews.
See, all the expectations of the people of the Jews. So we've been delivered from what? Our enemies. That's what's about to happen now. We're about to be defended, and our enemies is gonna be held. This deliverance that's about to take place, man.
It says, and when he had considered the thing, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark, where many were gathered together praying. And as Peter knocked at the door,
so they was praying for him as he's being delivered out.
And as Peter knocked at the door of the gate, a damsel came to hearken named Rhoda. And when she knew Peter's voice, she opened not the gate for gladness, but ran in and told how Peter stood before the gate. And they said to her, Thou art mad. But she constantly affirmed that it was even so.
you
then
tripping.
said they, like it.
You know, they told her she was tripping. They said, Thou art mad. Because she told them, Peter at the door, Peter at the door. Yo, ass tripping. He in prison.
But she constantly affirmed that it was even so. Then said they, It is his angel. Damn.
Jake gotta see it though. Jake gotta see to believe, goddammit.
He said, no, hey, no.
Go.
He's tripping, look, I know you want him to be here.
Right.
Right. But Peter continued knocking, and when they had opened the door and saw him, they were astonished. And he, beckoning unto them with the hand to hold their peace, declared unto them how the Lord had brought him out of the prison. And he said, Go show these things unto James and to the brethren. And he departed and went into another place.
You go tell the apostles, and I'm finna go keep on doing the work. Yeah, the heavy spirit, man.
Yeah.
See? Go tell James, go tell them, and I'm out. You know?
That's how you know that ministry, man.
They had to get pushed out hard.
Yeah.
The ministry what was taking place in Acts had to happen.
Yeah.
That's why we had that urgency.
That's why we
have
exactly.
I get angry.
Exactly.
You know, I get angry. I be like, let's go. We gotta go.
Check this out. It says, Now as soon as it was day, there was.
That's why this is the year of the hastening, man. The hastening of our Lord, man. This is the year of the hastening. This is serious. We gotta haste to get the fuck up out of here. What they was doing in Acts, they was hasting, man. Y'all gotta read Acts. Read it.
That's right.
And follow along. We on chapter 19. They made sure that they continued to keep pushing the ministry. No matter what the fuck was going on, the ministry continuously had to be pushed. And throughout the ministry, the Lord was delivering.
That's right.
They was getting beat up in prison, getting delivered. People was waking up all in one. That's what's happening right now.
When you look at the word Acts of the apostles, that word Acts is a root of the word action. You know, actions of the apostles.
Actions.
You know? So
Your works.
You gotta be active. You gotta be active. You gotta have actions. You know.
Yep.
It says, now as soon as it was day, there was no.
The scripture says, Salakia, to be in all righteous, holy conversation. When you look up that word conversation, if I'm not mistaken, it's an anastrophe, which means to do the work.
Oh yeah. Kind.
Look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Since you made mention of that. All holy conversation, 2 Peter.
3:11.
It's 11.
2 Peter 3:11.
Yep, and then look up that word conversation. Anastrophe, I was right. Anastrophe. Manner of life, conduct, behavior, deportment. All right, your behavior, your action.
It says walk. An example, conduct.
Gait. When you look up the word, deportment, it means gait. And the scripture tells you on how a man is known by his gait. What is his gait? His action. What is he doing? So you will know a prophet when you see a prophet. You know?
That's right.
And that's what the angels is tallying up. That's why Yahushua is on the right-hand side of the throne giving that intercession. Look, they doing the work. They're doing the actions. They're doing it. You know?
Yeah, that's why the chairs always pop up to watch the men.
This is back in Acts 12 and 18. It says, now as soon as it was day, there was no small stir among the soldiers. What has become of Peter? And when Herod had sought for him and found him not, he examined the keepers, the guards, and commanded that they should be put to death. And he went down from Judea to Caesarea, and there abode.
The guards probably was talking shit, smacking them upside the head.
Yep.
Got him.
And it says, in fact, keep going.
Where you at?
Verse 20.
Did you hit the point?
That's it. You already hit the point. Yeah, we good on the point. Go ahead, you got it.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras 6 and 18. All right. And it says, and it said, behold, the day is come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make an inquisition of them.
What scripture was that?
2nd Esdras 6 and 18.
All right.
It says, and make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away, this is the one, the world, right? It says, shall be finished, then will I shew these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And it says, and the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The women with child shall bring forth untimely children.
Like premature babies.
Of 3 or 4 months old.
They said the books are open, right?
Yep.
That's talking about the prophecies.
Yep. And they shall live and be raised up. It says, and suddenly shall, I'm just going to use an example. Because you were incubated.
Oh yeah, when I was a baby, I was 4 months premature, so I was in the incubator for 6 months.
Yeah, but that's prophecy.
Yeah. Prophecy fulfilled. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another, like enemies. and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Right. Lack of water, famine, lack of food.
And then men is going to be given the will to do whatever the hell they want.
Yep.
You know, to rape, rob, murder.
Yep.
You know,
Purge.
Yep. It says,
The road.
where do you think they get it from? It says, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee, and this goes back to the point you made earlier, that not all of us are going to die.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It says, told thee shall. It says, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. And the men that are received shall see it.
You shall see the salvation at the end of your world.
Esau's world.
And it's the same chapter. The same chapter that says Esau is the end of the world. It says, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth. And the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. All right? And that's, we're going to have perfect bodies. The scriptures say we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye. If I'm referencing it right. You know? So, shoot, even less than the snap of a finger, you know, we're going to be changed. It's going to be changed into another meaning.
That's right.
You know, our heart's going to be changed completely. We're going to be made perfect. You know? That's what we're here for. It says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched.
That's right.
As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome.
That's right.
And the truth which hath been so long without fruit shall be declared.
Okay, it's been declared right now.
Yeah. This is the declaration right now.
And we're due to receive more immortal. I mean that eternal wisdom. Yep.
So like, you know, in Acts, we just reading that how the church prayed for Peter and he was in straits in the prison. You know, you yourself, as you go through these straits and you go through these trials and tribulations, you still have to pray to the Lord. You still have to give Lord thanks. Scripture said, give the Lord thanks in all things. You know, always in all things. You know, and an example of that is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego when they were thrown into the furnace. You know, they didn't curse the Most High. They prayed to the Most High the whole time, and they were delivered. This is Song of the Holy Children, and I'm gonna read verse 14. This is while they were in the furnace. It says, "For we, O Lord, are become less than any nation, and be kept under this day in all the world because of our sins. Neither is there at this time prince or prophet or leader or burnt offering or sacrifice or oblation or incense or place to sacrifice before thee and to find mercy. Nevertheless, in a contrite heart and an humble spirit, let us be accepted." So they're in the middle of the furnace facing what appeared to be certain death, and they were praying and exalting the Lord the whole time. This is the spirit that we have to be in when we go through these things. You know, because there's going to be times where, damn, the situation might feel hopeless, you know, but you pray to the Lord, and the Lord is going to deliver you out of it, you know. But the thing is, they didn't automatically go into an angry, negative spirit like niggas in the world do. Oh, what about God? And God ain't doing nothing for me, and God put me in this situation. No, they made supplication to the Lord while they were in that situation. It says, like as in the burnt offerings of rams and bullocks, and like as in 10,000s of fat lambs, so let our sacrifice be in thy sight this day. So they just broke down. We don't have a sacrifice right now. We don't have a temple. We don't have a prophet. We don't have these things, you know. So while they're in the face of certain death, they prayed to the Lord to let their death be an acceptable sacrifice, you know. So the point is, whatever happens to us, we thank the Lord that it's happening to us, you know. And pray that our lives, how we lived our lives, was a worthy sacrifice and a worthy testament to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says,
I notice every time Esau walked past, they want to throw on their fucking mask and shit. But when y'all walking down there, you could have caught COVID at the end of the block.
right.
But that's the propaganda.
That's that for you. He couldn't wait. He couldn't wait to get that motherfucker. He was
I got
shivering.
offended when they first said that You see, but that's what they're doing. They're gonna make
You
us,
walking with a dog though.
Right.
yeah,
You
they're
the
gonna
dog,
make us.
motherfucker.
They're gonna demonize us, and everybody's gonna blame us for this shit.
Yep.
I knew right out the gate. As soon as they seen it's COVID-19 is more prevalent in the low income.
He seen
I
that,
knew it was
yeah.
right there. I said they're attacking us. This is it.
He read that Vermont news reporting.
Yeah.
All niggas, all blacks,
So
gotta
this is
get
another-
vaxxed.
Blacks to blacks.
That nigga, he couldn't even put his damn thing on.
I was gonna say that about the first three. But
Yeah, them too. I ain't mentioning on them, but them too. You get up here, then you want to put your mask on, nigga. You could have caught COVID when you walked out your front door.
Right on the end of your block.
You can't even catch COVID.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's a virus.
It's a virus. The virus is something within. But they don't
It's a
understand.
host. It's not airborne. But that's how stupid these fucking people are.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh yeah, it is. It's the Lord's will.
Yeah.
It says, "For they shall not be confounded that put their trust in thee. And now we follow thee with all our heart. We fear thee and seek thy face. Put us not to shame, but deal with us after thy loving kindness and according to the multitude of thy mercies. Deliver us also according to thy marvelous works, and give glory to thy name, O Lord, and let all them that do thy servants hurt be ashamed. And let them be confounded in all their power and might, and let their strength be broken, and let them know that thou art Lord and only power, and glorious over the whole world. And the king's servants that put them in cease not to make the oven hot, with rosin, pitch, tow, and small wood." So as they were praying, they trying to make the oven harder. Gotta shut these niggas up and make the oven hotter.
When you go into the Daniel about that, it said they made it 7 times.
Yep, 7 times hot.
Yeah, 7 times hot. And that motherfucker was that was some heat right there.
Melt some goddamn
That was some
metal.
heat.
Yeah.
Well, when the soldiers that tried to put them in it, when they opened it up, they got burned.
Yep.
What you call that?
You open that thing up,
A kiln? Yeah, 4.
that's some fire for your ass.
It says, "So that the flame streamed forth above the furnace 49 cubits."
You know how they hit that note when you screaming really loud? They hit a note.
Yeah, falsetto.
Yeah.
Yeah, the furnace is when it's super hot, it goes.
No, I'm
Steam
talking
coming
about,
out?
I'm talking about the people.
Oh.
Yeah. No. It's a
says-
particular sound. Go ahead.
And it passed through and burned those Chaldeans and found about the furnace. But the angel of the Lord came down into the oven together with Azarias and his fellows, and smote the flame of the fire out of the oven, and made the midst of the furnace as it had been a moist whistling sound, so that the fire touched them not at all, neither hurt nor troubled them. Then the three, out of one mouth, praised, glorified, and blessed the Most High in the furnace, saying, "Blessed art thou, O Lord, power."
They blessed the Lord in the furnace. Understand that they were in the fire, blessing the Lord, praying and giving glory to Yahweh Shemashai in the midst of a fire. Just what's gonna be, we're gonna be in the midst of the fire.
Yep.
Scarcely safe.
Yeah, scarcely safe.
Saying, "Blessed art thou, O Lord, power of our fathers, and to be praised and exalted above all forever. And blessed is thy glorious and holy name, and to be praised and exalted above all forever." You know, and it just keeps going with the blessings that they were showering the Lord with. You know what I'm saying? But as they were in the fire, they prayed to the Lord and they offered themselves up, and the Lord sent the angel to save them, man. You know. So even in the midst of death, they kept their faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Right.
That situation. That's what I did. Praying to me. Thank you.
Anybody else got something?
You got something?
Oh, going back to having all the affliction brought upon you, and hey, he prepared, like you said, he prepared to live.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the prophets, suffered that torment back then.
Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 16. 16 and 28. It says, verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death
That's it.
till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom.
Well, Job. Well, Job said, he said, I will see my
Oh yeah.
Job said it. Job said that he's gonna see his
Lord in his flesh.
he's gonna see the Lord in his flesh, man.
You know, so hey,
So that
some
proves
days
it.
you know, you might go through a little torment, you know, little scuff marks here and there. Bang, but you gonna get to see the coming up of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's right, in the clouds.
And that's a glorious thing.
Yeah, right. Hey, when you really look at it, the more hell we catch, the closer we are. The shit is almost over.
That's right.
You all seen that movie, Blade 2, when he was like, it hurts no more. That's where we at with this family. Of course, we ain't gonna commit suicide, but it's gonna be over, man.
Yep. You got something now?
You say,
After Uriah, we wrapping it up.
this Colossians 1:24. We who now rejoice in my sufferings for you, and fill up that which is behind of the affliction of Hamashiach, in my flesh for his body's sake, which is the church.
That's right. You got it out.
The book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, verse 1. There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation even again will he deliver him.
See?
Perfect.
So, those that fear the Lord, you know, in temptation will he deliver them. That's right.
That's right.
So just like Yahushua, man. Well, Yahushua had to go through what he had to go through. But he felt at that last moment that the Lord forsake him, but he didn't forsake him.
Yep.
Because his plight was to die for the nation of Israel. You know? But like promised, that third day he was taken out of the out of the tomb, and he was risen.
That's right.
And the Lord helped him with his affliction, like we were talking about earlier with Simeon. You know, helped him bear his burden.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, we've been helped. So with that,
We gotta continue to fight, man.
Yeah.
Just keep on pushing.
That cross.
That cross, hey man, we bearing the burdens of Yahweh Shai, man. That's what we speak. You know? Alright, so with that, man, like get all praise and glory, honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakodash.
Double honors to our apostles, great news, knowing as we well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Let's push this word of truth, sincerity, man. Above the ball.
Above the ball.
yeah.
I gotta spit your
Yahushua's watching now more than